Behavior has announced a new killer, but who could it be? Behavior has announced a new killer. We're getting a new chapter. We're going to begin a new killer. I'm excited. A lot of people are speculating on what it could be. Some people are saying it's a werewolf. Some people are saying it's the Alchemist. I think it's closer to the Alchemist, but what if it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? What are the possibilities there? What if the Alchemist, somebody speculating it's the Alchemist, is in fact Dr. Jekyll? You have the possibility of having an awesome survivor and an awesome killer. You have Dr. Jekyll as the new survivor, giving potentially an awesome perk similar to what Cindy has, where she can actually use part of the entity's power against it, as Dr. Jekyll, being half of Dr. Hyde, could do something similar to that with the entity, giving us some kind of powerful reason for us to play him. Because I mean, that's the reason why anybody is looking at new killers and new survivors who want something fun to play with. And if something isn't going to be fun to play with, we don't care about the killer, or we don't care about the survivor that much. And also, Mr. Hyde could have something similar to the Oni, where he starts off as just somewhat of a monster, or Dr. Jekyll in a possessed state, and then as he spends more and more time with characters in his terror radius or something like that, he mutates into the larger monster that is Mr. Hyde. And I think that those are so cool. The ideas are of possible things could be really, really interesting to do. So, I mean, that's my speculation. I don't know. What do you think it's going to be? The clues to me are there, and I think that's one thing that we did a little bit too much of the last time, is we looked at the clues and we dug a little bit too much into it, and we got speculation aside. What are we doing? And then all of a sudden we got Silent Hill because they're just talking about too much of the fog. I think there's a possibility of this actually working, because in that teaser trailer you get the sound of a vial breaking, and that could be, I mean, obviously in the 1800s, hypodermic needles and everything were made of glass. So then you have that transformation of Dr. Jekyll turning into Mr. Hyde, and I think that's what we got. It kind of debunks the whole werewolf vibe, because Behaviors kind of come out and said that they're not going to do werewolves or vampires or anything, and this does kind of get you that licensed character aspect, but it's in a different vein, and the character becoming the Alchemist perfectly would sum that up, because I mean, that you're not going to get some, like, we have Michael Myers, but he's the Shape. We have the Cannibal, but I mean, it's Leatherface. We already have lore about the Alchemist, and this would make a perfect transition to go and make the Alchemist actually be Mr. Hyde. So what do you think, guys? I'm excited. I'm excited about anything. I don't care who it is, personally. If it turns out to be something other than Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it's not going to hurt my feelings. When Pyramid Head came out, I mean, I didn't care that it was Pyramid Head. I know a lot of people had their hearts set on Candyman. Some people were saying Chucky, and I have no idea how that could have possibly worked. But some people wanted other characters, and they got really kind of butthurt about the fact that they didn't get their ideas rewarded. I think this time it just makes sense, at least to me, because again, you already have established lore with the Alchemist actually being part of our stories, and then you add to the idea of that teaser having the vial breaking or the hypodermic needle breaking, and then you see this man just morphing into something else, and that just perfectly lends itself to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Or what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? You think it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or is this just Mr. Hyde? Or do you think it's somebody else? what do you think? And if you're gonna say somebody else, give me some ideas. Let me know if somebody's just like, it's a werewolf, well, why? Or if it's somebody else, why? Let me know in the comments. Back it up, because I'm curious. I'd love to know what you think of this. But in my head, the Alchemist is coming, and that Alchemist is the strange cases of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and if you like our content, you want to see some more of it, or you just want to hang out with me on Twitch, you can check out twitch.tv/Team Ashen. We're playing Dead by Daylight on Mondays and Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out, and yeah, let me know that you popped in from this video. I'm really excited to see if any of that crossover reach from YouTube gets to Twitch. But we'll catch you guys next time.